So we're here with Coach Derek Doherty again, giving us some breakfast time. It's week 4. It's week 5? It is week 5. We're 3-1. Yeah, week 5.
It's going fast.
Yeah, I need to get my breakfast before I come then. So week 5, big game last week. You talk a lot about, and you always talk a lot about building a program and measuring yourselves with measuring the Hounds with the best teams in the state. I was impressed, very impressed with the way you guys played in the first quarter. Very businesslike, open the game, go down and score. Hold them on their next possession, get the ball again. Really had an opportunity to go up by 2 scores in that game. And we don't like to talk about officials. I don't. I think that's a thankless job. But I will say that bringing those people down from Iowa City, they got to do something to even that particular playing field on that particular Friday night. I'm standing there watching several times when they were offsides on kickoffs, and one of our receivers got dragged down in the open field, and I don't think that umpire in the backside blew a whistle all night. But with that being said, they scored 5 touchdowns in the second quarter. Tell me, pull out that measuring stick and tell me what you guys learned. Not just you, Derek, but as a staff. What did you guys learn from that game?
That's a really good question. Obviously, we've been thinking about that and breaking things down, and you look at areas. I mean, I don't think we don't look at a football game, or at least we try not to, as just like one test, if you will. Mm-hmm. That outcome, we're not outcome focused, we're process focused, and there's a lot of good things that happened that night. I mean, besides just the first quarter, our kids, they battled back later in the game. I mean, they didn't quit. We told them, I respect Coach Ritchie, but one thing I know about him is he's not going to call the dogs off. I said, there is no help coming. It's going to be you. And our kids, they bit down on their mouthpieces and they continued to fight. And again, that's growth from the past, I think. But, overall, we found out that we were not proficient, if you will, if that was our assessment, in competing for 4 quarters against one of the top teams in the state. We proved that we can compete at times, but it all goes back to that consistency word that we keep talking about, and you better believe we've been pounding our kids with that word all week long. Mm-hmm. Had a 90% great practice last night, but there's still that 10%. And what did we focus on? That 10%, because it's been a thorn in our side, and we don't want to be negative, but we got to bring it to attention as much as it shows to get us out of it, mm-hmm. if that makes sense.
It does, and you talk about the growth a little bit. Another key part of that growth that I see as the not so casual observer is after the game, these kids weren't really hanging their heads. I didn't see a whole lot, when Fort Madison, would go up against somebody, we got this big game, and then they would come off and they'd be upset, and you'd see a lot. These kids realized that for the first quarter, they smacked around one of the best teams in the state. So, and then you just kind of woke the beast a little bit. These guys realized they were in a football game, and their coach probably had something to say to them at the break about how this Fort Madison team is just not a team that's going to go away. These guys are out here to play football, and they're building a program here. Get it together, or we're going to have a bad night, and they got it together. And then, they just started picking on that deep left corner route, yeah. And so I see some growth there in the kids, and realizing that they're still building a program. You got seniors out here who are leaving, but realize they're part of a program.
Yeah, and I don't know what it means to. It's nice to have a colleague, if you will. I've been talking to Coach Ritchie, and he had very nice things to say about our program. So, and I think that they are genuine, because he's a genuine guy. I know it's really easy to say nice things after you just yeah. take somebody behind the woodshed there.
Yeah.
But just a lot of conversations, and for somebody that's impatient like me, it's not fast enough, mm-hmm. and my coaching staff. But I really do believe that we proved that we can play with those teams, and we're going to have to do the same thing the rest of the way. I've said it 100 times, we don't have cupcakes on our schedule, so we have to line up and be our best. We can't play an A game. We have to play A+ games, overall, obviously. So,
what do you see takes you from an A to an A+? Because you played an A quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, you really did. Maybe an A+ quarter. But it's you look at the assumptions. You look at Mount Vernon. You look at these teams that are, top 15, top 20 in the state in 3A, including Fort Madison. We get into the second half of the season and we run up against these buzzsaws. How do you get that? How do you get to that point?
Yeah, a lot of thought going into that, and to be honest with you, there's not just one answer. I mean, obviously, it's a very complex situation. One of the things that I noticed from Friday night, and it's a big problem, is depth. And I'm not necessarily talking about offense and defense. They've got sophomores who are really good football players, and they only play special teams for right now, but they can send them out there on special teams and give their guys that are going both ways blows. We don't have that. We're asking guys to play both ways, and then on maybe 2 or 3 special teams, we just don't have the numbers yet. We're growing. That's one of my goals in the off season is always to recruit our hallways and try to get more kids to come out. We had a couple kids decide late not to come out. That affects us, But these really top tier teams, they have a team first mentality. Those kids as sophomores and juniors are totally okay playing special teams and then getting their reps in later games or whatever, because they know that their time's coming. We've got kids, unfortunately, that as sophomores, if they're not playing varsity, they're like, well, why am I wasting my time? Well, we're building a program here. This isn't just an activity anymore, and if we want to be where we say we want to be, this is how it happens. So that was a major thing. I mean, they flipped the field on us several times, special teams wise, and as a special teams coordinator, you better believe I'm paying attention to that. We did not meet any of our special teams goals, and that is an issue.
Okay. So let's talk about this Assumption team a little bit. They got this Angelo Jackson kid. I went through and I started looking. Yesterday I was looking through the register's top 50, top 100. He's not in that list. Yet this kid's got 750 yards on the ground and 11 touchdowns. I mean, he can run the football. But you guys tend to be a pretty strong run defense. Does that create some hope? Does it create some opportunities for you guys strategically?
Yeah, I mean, obviously on paper it looks like it's going to be, that's a good matchup. Very, very tough test. I mean, I remember watching film on them right away when we got our district assignment. I pulled up film and started watching, and right away this kid stands out. And I didn't even look at their roster yet, and I'm like, be a senior, please be a senior, please, and oh no, he's a junior, so he's going to be a senior, which I think we have kids that stand out on film like that too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great battle. On paper it should be a great battle. We hope that it's a great battle or whatever in the game. That O-line is good, and as good as that running back is, I've said it before. I mean, even going back to the Bryant Williams days, Bryant got a lot of the light and his name in the
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast here on Bloodhound Sports. My name is Nick St. Clair. They are starting a little earlier than we were hoping they would. We are live here from Davenport Assumption High School as they have a beautiful turf field here as Assumption kicked off to Fort Madison.
Assumption won the toss there, but they deferred to the second half. So we got to start on offense first.
Didn't want to cut off the pregame, but unfortunately we had to. We will resume that at halftime. You're thinking again, Chuck Vandenberg and head coach Derek Doherty.
We figure you guys would rather, watch the game than listen to that and then cut in midway through the first quarter.
Yeah. So I think we're good to go. I hope we're good to go. His first play of the game, Marcus Guzman takes a snap, handoff, Marcus Segoviano. Sorry, not Marcus Segoviano, Hayden Segoviano.
Marcus handed off to Hayden. How about that? Minimal
Short
gain.
gain,
Ooh.
yeah.
They're a little down. The marker over there lights up.
They had that at Centerville as well.
I like that. In the dark, it gets nice to easy to see.
It's very windy. Much different weather up here in Davenport than it was in Fort Madison when we left.
Second, and then they say 9. I say short 10. But
Guzman rolls out to the right side. He's looking right side. He's got pressure. He throws.
it's going to be. They're going to rule catch. Caught by
Henry
3.
Wiseman.
Wiseman. Okay, I got to zoom out a little. I zoomed in a little too much there, wasn't I?
I was not looking, if I'm being honest with you. And unfortunately, internet connection isn't great up here in Davenport either, so if there's some lagging or anything, we apologize for that in advance.
And for once, my phone's even slower than Nick's, so
Yeah.
usually I can jump over to mine if we have to, but between the three we have, usually there's one that's halfway decent.
There's a pitch out to Segoviano. And he's got about 5 yards on the carry, maybe 4.
He ran a long ways for that game.
Yeah. I guess I should fix that. Fort Madison not used 2 timeouts already. We thought we were going to have 10 extra minutes here, and we did not, unfortunately. But we are ready on the roll. Kind of. Well, I wouldn't say ready, but we're here.
We're rolling.
Trips on the right, one on the left. 2nd and 6. There's a quick pass to the right side. It's complete. Henry Wiseman picks up a yard or 2.
That'll bring up about a 3rd and right at 5. They got to get to the 45-yard line for the first down. Just nose past it.
So both teams come in tonight 3-1. So we've got 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Segoviano in the backfield with Guzman. There's the snap. Guzman's got pressure immediately. He evades that. Still pressured and then pushed out of bounds. Out around the 32, 33.
See, that's one of those you got to, okay, at least chuck it just chuck it downfield a little ways there, out of bounds. Don't take that big loss like that.
So it's back behind the original line of scrimmage.
That was
Almost a 10-yard loss.
yeah. I mean, if you're in a defensive battle, field position, 10 yards makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Punting is
Away.
Nathan Bowen, I do believe. It's taken at about the 30 by number 4. He's up across midfield, still on his feet, finally brought down.
At the almost line of scrimmage there for the Bloodhounds.
Number 4 was Carson Bakey, a 5'10", 160 senior for the Knights.
So coming out for Assumption, number 18, Jake Timmons, is their quarterback. Looking at the stats, they like to run,
Yes, they do.
but they will throw too.
So far this year, their main running back is Angelo Jackson, a senior, 92 carries, 750 yards, 11 touchdowns on the ground.
We got motion there.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay, that's how we like to start out. Let them go back 5 yards for them.
That's a good start.
So in this setup here, we're in an open press box here, so
Yes.
right next to us is the stadium PA, but nice guy there and
Yeah.
does a good job of covering the mic there so it doesn't filter over too much. Been beautiful. Beautiful so far.
Main quarterback for Assumption is Jake Timmons. He got a 61% percentage. It's a handoff, I believe, on that play.
Yeah. Only a few yards, maybe 2, 3 on that one. It's kind of nice thing having him announce right next to me. So Gerard was the ball carrier.
Okay. Yeah, again, Timmons, main quarterback here, 47 for 76, 631 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Again, main running back Angelo Jackson, 92 carries, 750 yards, 11 touchdowns. Next play here, 2 receivers left. They send one in motion. That's number 21, Angelo Jackson.
He turned up too soon. take that.
Yes, we will. Second and long coming up.
Bree's even picking up on our mics there a little bit.
Angelo Jackson is a captain for Assumption, as well as Rhett Schaefer. Clock rolls on under 9:15 first quarter.
So officially 2nd and 17, balls on the 46 here.
They send 21 in motion. Passes left, almost intercepted
nice
by
job.
Wiseman.
Yeah, Wiseman read that really well. He come flying up from that cornerback spot there.
So looking at the receiving side, Jackson has lined up multiple times as a receiver already and has 3 catches for 0 yards.
Yeah.
He's listed as a running back.
Help yourself.
Here we go, next play. 2 receivers left, none on the right. Send 21 in motion again. Timmons gets sacked.
Ball's loose, but it's dropped down right there, but nice sack on the play.
Oh, was that Teague Smith?
Teague, and then also 56 was back there too. Jamarcus
Klein. Great job by the Bloodhound defense. They bring up a fourth down.
And 20.
They're back ready for a quick punt here, is the Knights. There's
Nice
the snap. Punt is away. That's a nice punt. It's taken by Wiseman.
On the run there, he gets it up to the
35, 36.
Yeah. Kind of almost back where we started at there. Okay, so 1 possession each way. Both teams not a lot of progress on that. So
Main punter, number 8, Billy Moore, 9 punts on the season for him.
I like our defense almost gets an interception, then the next play gets a sack on that. That's a good way for our defense to start rolling there.
2 receivers left, 2 on the right. Got Boating, and I think that's Wiseman, the closest side to us here. They send Denning in motion. Handoff. Sorry, it's Bolander in motion.
That was a whole lot of nothing on that one.
I'm going to give him
Original line. Are they giving a foot a game?
Yeah, I think so.
On the stat sheet, does that go down as a yard or does that go down as a no game?
That's a good question. It's on the board, is 2nd and 9.
But what does Huddle say? That's the question.
Yes. Bloodhounds have their play. 9 on the play clock. There's the snap. Guzman has pressure again, runs out right side, throws, incomplete.
Ooh. We had one guy going super deep. And then just a short route there, so Guzman didn't have any options either on that to throw to.
It's going to be a 3rd and a long 9 here. So we got started about 10 minutes early here, so had to cut off the pregame show. We'll resume that at halftime. These Bloodhounds get ready for the next play here.
Okay, we bring our receivers on the far side in tight.
There's the snap. Guzman reads, he's pressured again, throws. Complete to Wiseman, but it's
minimal gain on that one. Guzman's barely getting back there, chance to even get set, and he is under not only one pressure, but 2 or 3 guys were in his face.
So, Nathan Bowen will come out here for another punt.
And as quick as Wiseman was tackled there, even if you tried setting up a screen game, that still wouldn't even work because their linebackers were reading that perfectly.
Number 4, Carson Bakey, and number 21, Angelo Jackson back there for the return. There's a nice punt. It's taken at about the 35. There's a flag on the play. He's finally brought down up around the 45. A second flag comes flying out there.
Okay. There's the white hat.
Here's the call. Holding on Assumption. Holding a second time on Assumption.
Can we take him for 20 then? instead of just the 10 yards back, maybe go 20 yards. That backs Assumption way up there to their own 27-yard line. Okay, I got to say, at least with this artificial turf here in the field, I can see the numbers really well.
Yes, yeah.
The line markers are nice and clear.
Again, if you're wondering why there's two different end zones, if you've seen both, one is the College St. Ambrose and one is Assumption. There's a handoff to Jackson.
Bumps out
Sorry,
the outside.
Jenkins. No, Jackson. I was right the first time.
He go outside there. He gained about 6 yards on that.
Assumption has their next play here. There's the snap. Rolls out right side. Timmons throws, completed, up across midfield. Brought down at about the 46, 47. The Knights send out McIntosh and bring in Thompson, listed as their backup quarterback, I do believe. Yes, he's thrown 2 passes so far for a touchdown, and
so maybe a little trickeration here, huh?
here's the snap, handoff. Still on his feet, near another first down. And now they send 6 off the field. Yeah, this facility was, I think, opened in the 2021 football season. I was doing some research, and very beautiful field to see it here in person. Here comes the next play. One receiver right, one left. It's a handoff to Jackson, and he's up close
Nice
to the 30.
job. Nice pursuit there by the Bloodhounds to cut that off and to give him nowhere to go, though.
Boating in there, as well as Jamarcus Klein. Called a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
It did not seem like a gain of 4.
No, it did not. So here we go. Next play in here on 2nd down. They send 7 in motion. There's the snap. Handoff, Jackson. I'm quickly understanding why Jackson has over 700 yards on the season.
Always falls forward.
Yes. He runs hard.
And it's, when he gets hit, it's 2 or 3 guys to bring him
Yeah.
down, and it's still, after contact, another couple yards picked up.
So here we go. Fresh set of downs for Assumption. Send a man in motion to give it to him. And that's Jackson. It is Jackson once again. He's up to about the 15.
Close to another first down. It is a first down. Okay, I'd warn you, if they come down to this bottom left corner here of the end zone, it gets cut off. I can't show that on video. There's a post in my way.
So here comes the next play. Handoff to Jackson, and he's bunched up immediately. Loss of a yard or so.
Great job on that.
Had Ike Thatcher as well as Tristan Marshall in there.
That's what we needed. This nice little stop there for the Bloodhounds.
2nd and 13, loss of 3. Here comes the next play. 2nd and 13. They send Jackson. Was in number 7 in motion there. Pass play. Back rolls out, and he gets almost sacked. He evades it, throws it almost. Tried to throw it away, almost intercepted by the Bloodhounds. They're just going to bring up a 3rd down and 13.
But what he did on that one, he at least got rid of it
Yes.
and didn't take the sack.
Yeah, very good job out there by Jake Timmons. 6'5", 190 quarterback. At 6'5", he is he's tied for tallest on the team. We got a junior tight end listed at 6'5".
I did not see who was putting I couldn't tell who was putting the pressure on there.
I looked away too quickly. And there's 3 guys walking back. 3:21 first quarter, 3rd and 13. There's a quick pass left side. Is caught by number 14, and he's up across the 10 and brought down inside the 10.
They almost had a sack on that too. I thought.
Not a first down, but it'll be close.
4th and about, 3? 4th and 2? Oh, no, more than that. Almost 4.
Oh, 4th and 3 on the scoreboard.
And it looks like they're going for it. I'm guessing a Jackson run here, but,
Yeah, that's, fair guess. There is the handoff to Jackson. He's got a first down.
Yeah, maybe. That spot coming from the far there is very close.
So if you're wondering, kicking this season field goal wise.
Let's see, this is going to, I'm thinking this is going to need a measurement, but let's see.
5 for 6 on field goals, 15
No,
for 17.
short.
Okay.
Bloodhounds get to stop. Great job, D.
Yes.
Bloodhounds get to stop. So now we've got to be very careful.
So we ran into some trouble this season, pinned back that deep.
Yes. And as quick as Assumption's getting back there.
Yes. So I look for a Segoviano handoff here. They have a second running back there. Talked to head coach Jordy. He said second man up, probably Tristan Marshall.
And that's who gets the handoff. The second man got the handoff.
Oh, Wiseman got it.
Okay, there we go. That was a nice little carry by Wiseman there. Got us a little more breathing room. Good for about a 4-yard gain there.
Looks like, it was Wiseman. Got that carry. Next play. Quarterback keeper Guzman.
Got nothing. They were on that immediately. Assumption does a very good job of keeping on the defense on the line, keeping their hands on the block and shedding the blocker and making a tackle as Guzman gets close to him.
So I hope it's a good viewing experience tonight. Unfortunately, had to lower the quality a little bit tonight, just given slower speeds, hoping it's a smoother experience and 720 instead of full HD 1080, but
which we both had figured coming up here, being in Davenport, we'll have 5G, no problem, super fast speeds. I think you almost had faster speed out at Centerville.
Well, yeah, their internet they had was nice. Hotspot speed was nothing. There's a pass left is in.
I think, did he catch it?
Intercepted.
Yep. Off the tip. A little high to the intended receiver and tipped up the air and picked off by Assumption.
So, looks like right at the 10-yard line is where Assumption.
Yep, first and goal from 10. Okay, defense, you stopped them once. Let's see if we can do it again.
First and goal from the 10. Hand off to Jackson.
Runs into a mass of people. Gets up to about the, 7-yard line there? Looks like where the official's at.
Yeah.
Again, our angle's not the greatest once we get down here in the end zone, but
Second and goal on the 7. Yep.
Down to 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter here. Time's ticking away.
On the play clock.
Very fast first quarter.
Yes, it was. Send him in motion. That's Jackson. They hand it off to him. Runs on the left side.
End of the
He's
bowl.
in.
Nice blocking by the Assumption there to clear out that corner. Again, sorry I couldn't. That's right, hit the pole, that bottom corner.
So, I believe I said earlier, 15 for 17 was their kicker on point after tries this season. It's number 8, Billy Moore. He's 15 for 17. There's the kick. It's good. 7-0 lead here for the Assumption Knights. We owe you a quick break. We'll be right back here on Bloodhound Sports.
The Bloodhound Booster Club. The Bloodhound Booster Club provides assistance to all of our athletic programs through fundraisers and volunteer efforts throughout the year. The Booster Club runs the Bark and Bite Cafe during home football games and hosts the annual cake auction in the winter. Money raised from these efforts go directly to items needed for all athletic programs in the district. Please consider joining the Booster Club and supporting the Bloodhounds. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to the Bloodhound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
It's black, white, and red all over. It's the Penn City Current. Your hyper-local, super fresh 24/7 source for news and information, the Penn City Current. The Penn City Current can be found conveniently on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Follow the Penn City Current on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Penn City Current to always stay informed, and always online at penncitycurrent.com.
Okay, we are back here. Assumption's getting ready to kick off. High spiraling kick in the corner there. Taking on the left sideline there. It's up to 25. I say Wise. No, it wasn't Wiseman.
It was, yeah.
It was Wiseman, okay.
I said bowling. I'm pretty sure that was 3.
I don't know. Their spotters got binoculars. I'm going to go with their spotters.
Because I saw Wiseman walking away. That's why I thought it was him, but could have been Bowlander. So chips on the right, 1 on the left. 15 seconds, not 7. I didn't stop it. I think I hit it, but it wasn't on the button. Pass to the right side is incomplete, they'll say.
Luckily, that was a little bit forward. Almost been like Trevor Lawrence there in the Jacksonville game where he tried that, went backwards.
Yeah. I don't know how far it's behind, but
that works. Okay, so 2nd and 10.
There's a quarterback keeper.
And that'll be a no gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard. Yep.
That's the end of the first quarter.
7-0, end of 1 here in Davenport. We'll be back
On Bloodhound Sports.
Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesio tapings, and even school physicals. They are located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G.
Lee County Bank is proud to support Bloodhound Sports. Bank when and where it's convenient for you. Our mobile banking app is a safe and secure way to check your balance, transfer funds, pay bills, and deposit checks, all from your mobile device. If you're shopping for a new home or need money for unexpected expenses, our loan department can help. Visit our website at leecountybank.com or give us a call at 319-372-2243 for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
FMHS alumni Carla McEntee proudly supports Bloodhound Sports. When buying or selling your next home, call Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate at 217-617-6975.
Okay, we are back to start the second quarter here.
It's 3rd and 11 here in the Bloodhounds.
Grusenbeck's pass left side. Almost completed, but incomplete. Intended target there is number 8, Henry Morris.
That'll bring up a 4th down.
Nathan Bowen back there. The Knights have number 4. He's running back up towards the action, and Jackson, number 21, is back there. There's the snap and the punt. Pretty nice punt. Takes a bounce to the 40, then taken up about the 35. Flag on the play. And it was blown dead, but still brought down by, who was that? Morris and Hartman. We're blocking the back on Assumption. Came at 11:43.
Okay. Well, let's hopefully our defense can let's get a big stop here.
That would be convenient. So here comes the next play, or the first official play here after the kickoff, or the punt rather. Pass to the left side is complete. And he is Wiseman in there at the tackle.
Flag on the play.
Holding on Assumption,
Sorry,
the
I was-
offense.
I was looking at the wrong official. Okay. Now we go.
One fan yelled, "Where are we going?" Another fan yelled, "I don't know."
Should be 2nd down though, right? No.
Uh,
How is it 1st and 5? And they got a penalty on them.
Okay. Apparently he signaled the wrong way. And a
Still-
big run there up to about the 45 of Assumption.
Still, it should have been on Assumption. It had to be on Assumption. They're about to complete a pass back. So, from the spot? I don't know. Bill, I need Bill, the official, to explain that one.
Unless it was from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, but still, they would have been
And,
2nd
yeah,
down.
I don't.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. They got a 1st down next play, so.
Here comes the next play. One receiver right, one left. They send 2 in motion. There's Timmons snap. Handoff to Jackson. He's up around the right side, and then he's
Still sneaks through.
brought down by a couple of Bloodhounds. The first one to make big contact there is number 56, Jamarcus Klein.
And Trisha Marshall kind of had him hemmed in there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just sneaks ahead for the cuts up there for another 3 yards.
2nd and 6. Ball right at midfield. Here we go. 2nd and 6. There's the snap. Looking left side. Quarterback keeper.
It's fast.
And had Henry Morrison there for the tackle for the Bloodhounds. So rushing wise for Timmons this year, he's at 28 carries, 154 yards. So next play here for the Knights. Send a man in motion again. There's a snap. Timmons has it. Hands off to Jackson. And he's up across the 30, still on his feet, pushed out of bounds at about the 23 of Fort Madison. So it is very windy up here. So if we hear some wind or some...
Coming off our mics.
Yeah. Yeah, ball is on the Fort Madison 23. There's the snap, handoff. Nope, quarterback keeps it and throws. Completed inside the 10.
Sets him up.
First goal from the 6. We'll see what they do here at 1st and goal.
We just tuned in here. We're in the second quarter already. It's been a fast first quarter there. They started the game a little early. 7-0, Assumption. And Assumption's knocking again.
Jackson had the carry, and he was stopped pretty quickly.
Loss of about 3 on the play there. Thatcher on the stop. That'll bring up second goal from about the 9-yard line.
So here comes the next play. 8 on the play clock. We had somebody move.
We'll
False
take that.
Start on Assumption.
We'll take that.
Let's back him up 2nd and goal at about the 14. Clock rolls on, 8:23. Two on the left, 1 on the right. There's the snap. Looks left side, throws left side. Incomplete.
Both those
Good
guys
cover
had
for
a good,
Ramatowski, yeah.
had a good chance at that.
So 3rd and goal from the 14.
I was asking to get away with a little bit of a push on that one.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe.
take it.
Down to 6 on that play clock. The Assumption's taking a long time to get this 3rd down play in.
They are at 2-1. We get a timeout from Assumption. Just real quick, we'll get these coaching stuffs out. You should do this a lot early in the game, but didn't do that tonight. Assumption is head coach, also their athletic director, Wade King. He's assisted by Mark Gasson, Mark Kazmarek, Chris McIntosh, Jacob Tim, and Brian Votrebeck. And, of course, Fort Madison coaching staff deep in my
List.
clipboard here. You know, you would think I would clean this out, and I should. I just forget to. Head coach for Fort Madison, Derek Doherty. Offensive coordinator, wide receivers coach is Justin Minke. Defensive coordinator, defensive backs coach Travis Cullen. Offensive line coach Josh Weichert. Running backs, linebackers coach Patrick Lamb. Defensive line coach Ryan Smith. Linebackers coach Christian Boyer. Offensive assistant Logan Doty. Defensive assistant Chuck Banks. And defensive backs assistant coach Wayne McLaurin. As both teams come back out.
All right, so we're at 3rd and 14. Our 3rd and goal from the 14 for Assumption here. Let's see what they drew up here.
There's the snap. Quarterback rolls around left side, throws left side, it's complete. And then he goes down on his own. Got tripped up a little bit there.
All right, so let's just store up a 4th and goal from about the 2-3 yard line.
Looks like it.
Oh, no, they spot our clear at the 5.
Okay, and they will bring in the special teams unit here.
No. Wow, okay, not what I expected. The way their running back falls forward that, you'd think, although we stopped them last time over there, but.
That's true.
I guess you take the points, but man,
So 3 on the play clock. There's the kick. And it's good.
it was a line drive. There was no height on that one.
We're down to 7:06 officially here, 2nd quarter. Again, this game got started about 10 minutes earlier than its original scheduled kickoff. So real quick, if I can, I'll try to find some other scores from Class 3A District 4. Oh, let's see here. Keokuk up over Washington at Keokuk's homecoming night, 14-0 in the first quarter. Mount Vernon up over Mount Pleasant, 35-0 in the first quarter.
Ooh.
That appears to be it for Class 3A District 4. Next week, Fort Madison plays Keokuk. Week after, Mount Vernon.
Keokuk's going to be a big game, and it's our homecoming, but also it's lining up. Keokuk's done some pretty impressive games so far this year.
Keokuk's 2-2. First win came against Atumwa in a shortened game due to lightning. They tried to play the game past midnight and ended up failing. The original plan was come back the next day and play, but they decided against that and end the game early. And the second one, I believe, came last week against Burlington, was it?
Not sure.
I think that's what it was. I might be completely wrong, though. There's the kickoff. Big line drive. Bounces in and out of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, so the announcers up here were talking about, it'll be kickoff or touchback. I'm like, really? And then,
A booming leg.
Yep.
Kicker Billy Moore, 6'1", 175 senior. I bet you he's got some sort of kicking opportunity, whether it's football or soccer, after high school. With a leg like
right.
that. So
we're at 7:06 in the second quarter. It's 10-0. Bloodhounds take off here.
Marcus Guzman, quarterback keeper. I think he wanted to pitch it out, but didn't like the read, so.
And I think it was a good thing he kept that because there was a defender right there where he was going to pitch it to.
It's a really fast first quarter and kind of quick, but not as fast second quarter so far. So we kicked off at about 72 degrees here in Davenport. Pass to the right side is complete. Leif Boating. And
Bowden's
he's gonna
fighting for close,
yeah.
depending on the spot here, he'd be close to a first down. It was a great job of fighting for that.
They're going to give him a first down.
All right. Get our offense going here, some positive yardage.
So Bloodhounds here One receiver left, and then it's like a bunch formation on the right side there. Segoviano in the backfield with Marcus Guzman. They've got 10 seconds on the play clock here. There's the snap. Handoff, Segoviano.
They were waiting and sitting on that one.
So, 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball is at about the Fort Madison 30. So again, as we mentioned earlier, next week is homecoming and county seat night. Fort Madison versus Keokuk. Trips on the left, one on the right for Fort Madison. Segoviano in the backfield. There's the snap. Quick pass right side. It's caught. I think that's boating up there. It is. Short gain.
Yeah, 5 yards, 5 yards. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Do some of this passing to kind of loosen up that defense a little bit more.
Yeah.
You can't key on the run quite as much.
Fort Madison next play is going to come from the Bloodhound 35. Trips left, one on the right. Oh, Marcus made the defense jump, I do believe. He sure did. Encroachment on the defense.
When the
First
defensive
down,
line just
Bloodhounds.
starts backing up before they officially even makes them the call, because most of the time you point at each other and all that. No, they just started backing up immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, good job. All right. That's 2 first downs in this drive there. Let's keep it rolling here.
Trips and left again, one on the right. That's button at the top of your screen. You've got, I believe it's Bolander, Denning, and Wiseman at the bottom on the left side in trips formation. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle.
There we go.
A few yards. Oh, he's still on his feet. Almost
Nice. He almost
near
broke
a first
that.
down, if not a first down.
Guzman almost broke that for home run there.
It was a Bloodhound first down.
See, we do a couple passes. They loosen up a little bit.
Love to see
run.
that. Ball right at midfield here. Trips on the left, one on the right. Button at the top of your screen. Segoviano in the backfield with Marcus Guzman. Got from top to bottom, you got Wiseman, Denning, Bolander, or Bolander, Denning. Handoff, Segoviano. Not much cooking on that one. At 3:33 here, second quarter.
They'll give him again at 1.
It is Denning and Bolander on the left side. Wiseman and, Bolander and Denning on the bottom, and Wiseman boating on the top. There we go. Get it out eventually. Segoviano in the backfield. 3:03 on the clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. They get ball off to
Pitch out there to Segoviano. They were doing that last week. I like that pitch out like
yes. That was working.
that. That gets them out away from that bunch of middle, right in the middle of the field there.
Clock rolls on. 2:44.
And Hayden's big enough. He can break a couple of those tackles out on the outside there.
Trips on the left. 2:33. Not much of a hurry here. All 3 timeouts to use for Coach Doherty and the Bloodhounds. They send Segoviano out wide. Screen pass to him. Oh, and it's
Basically, it slipped out of Marcus's hands there. He went to throw there, and it did not come out right.
we have an official's timeout.
I think they're going to discuss whether it was an incomplete pass or a lateral or a fumble.
Let's see if we can see the replay here.
I'm going to say incomplete. But then it was
Let's say where
was at-
Segoviano was versus where the throw went.
it went
It's gonna be
backwards.
close.
It would be more of a lateral, yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow, incomplete pass.
Wake up!
That's okay. We like that one. That worked well for us. As you can hear, the assumption friendlies here did not care for that call, but we'll take it. That'll bring up 4th and 5. And you're kind of in no man's land here. If you punt, you won't gain much.
Yeah, with 2:09 left officially. I'm a couple seconds behind here, but
See what our best 4th down play is here.
7 on the play clock, and we have a timeout coming from Fort Madison.
Okay, so are they going to keep the going for it, or are they going to come out and punt? I've been scared of punting. They've had some really good returns.
They have, yeah.
That's what's kind of been in the back of my mind. Their return game is pretty good.
Yeah, we shall wait and see.
It is Assumption's homecoming.
Yes, it is.
So, we'd love to convert this and drive down score here and kind of start ruining their homecoming.
Yes. That would be very ideal.
So I'm guessing there might be a slightly longer halftime,
That's what I'm thinking too, yeah.
but not 100% sure. As
So
Bloodhounds
here
come
come-
out,
yeah.
we're up on the ball, ready to go. I don't know what you're flipping around for, but
I mean, I found it, but
we're ready to play.
yes, we are. So they're lined up to punt, Fort Madison is. And it is a very nice punt. About the 15. Oh, ball came
Ball
out,
was-
and he was down when he recovered it.
Whew. That almost went to real good for us.
Yes. Real quick, I want to thank our sponsors. They are the Bloodhound Booster Club, Penn City Current, Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Lee County Bank, Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate, and Subarena Sandwich Shop.
Okay, so we're down to 2 minutes left to go here in the second quarter.
So let's see what Assumption does here. Both teams 2 timeouts. 10-0 game. Assumption leads. There's the handoff to Jackson. And he is up across the 40 and tackled down by Boating as well as Morris.
Assumption needs to hurry up here now.
Pass right side, caught and out of bounds. That was number 14, Bauer Caspers, the 6'3", 200-pound senior receiver.
Bloodhounds take a timeout here. We're at 1:47 to go here.
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Bloodhounds use their second timeout of the half. Again, minute 47, can't take them with you. Once again, our sponsors, Bloodhound Booster Club, providing assistance to all of our athletic programs through fundraisers and volunteer efforts throughout the year. That's the Bloodhound Booster Club. Penn City Current, your hyper-local, super fresh, 24/7 source for news and information. Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra. My friend right here to my right and his wife Lori provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, and more. Lee County Bank, bank when and where it's convenient for you, with locations at 801 Avenue F and 2501 Avenue L in Fort Madison, or give them a call at 319-372-2243. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, give her a call at 217-617-6975. And Subarena Sandwich Shop, winner of Taste of the Tri-States and Hawkeye's Reader's Choice for best sub and soft drink. Just in time for both teams to come back out. Let's see, the minute 47 and 2 timeouts, what Assumption wants to do. There is a snap, looking left side, passes left side, completed, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. That was Jackson.
I thought we had the interception on it.
It was close. So, Knights extend their lead 16-0. Minute 37 here, second quarter. Again, at halftime, we will resume the Penn City Current pregame show. Had to cut that off due to a starting the game a little bit early here, but we'll get through that and get ready for the second half. They're taking their sweet time here at this point after. There's the snap, and the kick is good. 17-0. Again, don't know how long the halftime show is going to be here for Assumption, as it is their homecoming, but we'll try to get a timer on the screen tonight.
Okay.
Keyboard try.
Nick is the master of the magical stuffs.
And I still don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Between internet failing and, well, not necessarily failing, but just not being what I expect it to be, and cameras not working the way I want them to work, and you know, something I heard, I was watching the interview with their head coach and athletic director, Wade King. Something that Coach King can do is he can control the stadium lights on his cell phone.
Yeah.
Which I imagine we can probably do at home with our new lighting, but I know for sure they have that tablet upstairs, but
Right.
I thought that was kind of a cool concept. Granted, I don't know if he wants to be on a cell phone here
While he's
sideline,
playing in the
but
game, you know, yeah.
yeah, Assumption and St. Ambrose have a really nice stadium here. And there's the kickoff. It is going to be taken by Bolander. He's up near the 20. We have a flag on the play.
Okay, what do we got here?
Holding on Fort Madison.
We did not need to go backwards.
Yeah, Taker already not great field position, and so let's see what Fort Madison wants to do here. Fort Madison will receive the second half kickoff. Or no, they won't. They will kick.
Oh, they deferred.
Yeah, that's right. So they will send Segoviano out wide. So 3 receivers right, 2 on the left. 11 on the play clock. Guzman takes the snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And he goes down after no gain, it looks like. We have a timeout, Assumption.
Yep.
So that is their second one. Each team has 1 left. Once again, in Assumption tonight, next 2 weeks for home, Keokuk next week for homecoming, and then Mount Vernon comes to town the week after that. The rest of the schedule after that is 2 more games in the regular season, Mount Pleasant and Washington. Those are both away games in the regular season. Mount Pleasant, pretty manageable drive, about 40 minutes or so, up 218, and then Washington about an extra half an hour past that. See, those are cities we're pretty used to going to.
Yep.
Granted,
This was easy to find up here.
Yeah. As a coach of the softball program, we came to Davenport 3 times this past season, but, you know, who's counting?
So you're saying you know the drive?
A little bit at this point. Coach Ream, Coach Kyle Doherty, and myself know that pretty well. So 128 officially here. 2nd and 11, loss of a yard in the last play. Quarterback keeper for the left side for Guzman.
Nice
Had a
little
bit of a hole there.
Nice little game. That'll be close to a first down. Let's see. 3rd and short here.
So Assumption did not use a timeout after that play, so
We have a 3rd and about a long yard.
2 officially on the scoreboard, but yeah, I like your
We'll say 2. If we get 2 yards, it's a guaranteed first down.
true. Under a minute to play, 52 seconds. Somebody jumped. Assumption's pointing
That's
towards
not
Fort
good.
Madison. It was a false start on Fort Madison.
Well, our third and long one became a lot longer.
Yes, it did. So, Bloodhounds still have an empty backfield. Usman takes a snap. Quarterback keeper once again.
Kind of fighting up the middle there.
And now Assumption will use its final timeout of the half. No, sorry, Fort Madison uses a timeout.
Assumption.
Okay, that's what I thought, but he pointed towards Fort Madison. That timeout comes at 41 seconds.
So we got a 4th and 1 here.
Let's see what happens.
Would you try a sneaker?
It's risky because it looks like kind of a long one, so
I know.
you would need to get two guys in the backfield, maybe get Tristan Marshall as well as Hayden to push him forward.
But, you know.
Yeah, it would be. Okay, well, 41 seconds, no timeouts for Assumption. They will look to punt. Nathan Bowen out there for the punt. So there's the high snap. Bowen gets it down, and it was tipped a little bit, but it takes a nice Bloodhound bounce. Goes out past the 50 when realistically that probably should have been downed at around the
35.
Yeah. 34 seconds, no timeouts for Assumption as they come out here for what will likely be the final drive of the half. So let's see here. What do you think? Assumption come out and 2 wide total, 1 left, 1 right, or do they do a little bit more here?
I think they try chucking one deep here, see if they get pass interference.
Yes. Jackson out wide to the left. They bring him in a little bit, and then he goes on the run, but they're going to...
He goes up too soon. He always cuts that up too soon. If he's in Canada, that'd be fine.
Probably why he has 3 catches for no yards this season. Definitely more of a running back.
I mean, I love the concept. He's a fast guy. Put him in motion, but he's turning up too quick.
So 1st and 15.
One time a game, okay, but when you do it, we've done it 3 times now. That kind of.
Yeah. So there's the snap. It's a rollout. Play action. Thrown right side. Completed at about the Bloodhound 41.
Be a first down for Davenport.
That receiver did go out of bounds. Nice decision by him. Stops the clock without any timeouts to use for Assumption. There's the next snap. Fake pass right. He rolls out right. Throws deep right side. Number 14's there. And it's caught. But he's out at about the 1 or 2. Right at the 1, he's going to say.
You couldn't ask for that. I mean, that was a great pass. That was double covered back there, and still.
So that comes at 21 seconds. They've got enough time where if they don't make it here, it doesn't have to be an incomplete pass or out of bounds. They can
run it. They can take time to run it here.
And that is exactly what they will do. Jackson's in for 6. That comes at 16 seconds. There we go. So 23-0 game. Assumption leads. So, kick is good. Extend their lead to 24-0 does Assumption. And 16 seconds left here in the half. That's what I get for saying that that was going to likely be the last drive of the half.
Yeah.
Not that I'm upset about Fort Madison against the ball back, but didn't want Assumption to score there, obviously. All right. Cut our mics for just a second. A little noisy up here in an open press box, but nice people up here in Assumption. So let's see. Billy Moore set to kick off. And it's going to be a touchback. Really nice leg there. So let's see. You think Fort Madison takes a knee here, or run play in the half?
Yeah, run it. I mean, it's one of those, you run it, chance of a fumble, you throw a pass, chance of interference, or sack.
I can't tell if he's going to be in the backfield or if he's going to go out wide. He's in the backfield. They look to just, yep, they will kneel it. Clock operator didn't see it, but that's what happened. Now he sees it. There we go.
Okay, so we will go to halftime, trailing 24-0. See what kind of changes and things we have in store for the second half.
We're going back to the Penn City Current halftime show, I guess.
Yep.
We'll resume the pregame show. I think about 10 minutes left in it. So enjoy that. We'll be back here in, looks like 20 minutes here on Bloodhound Sports.
Paper, but he was getting it done because of those guys in front of him.
Right.
So there's going to be a trench war that needs to happen. We need to be in it for 4 quarters if we want to have a swinging chance in this football game. If we take a quarter off or whatever, we've seen what happens against good teams, and this is another one of those.
Yeah. And when you look at their, they're 3-1. They had their loss was to North Scott, but if I'm not mistaken, they were tied in that football game.
They were
at 21 going to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, again, Wade King is he's legendary. I mean, he's been around for a long time, won a lot of football games and championships, and he knows what he's doing. He's going to have his kids very well prepared.
Yeah, and it might give, I don't know, I mean, they've got a couple receivers combined that have 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. So Ben and Henry are going to have their hands full, again. But maybe not as big of a threat as they had last week. Do you guys see that?
I guess yes and no. I mean, you look back to last week, and Weizkoff went over Ben. Ben was in phase. I mean, he was there. It's such a frustrating coaching thing because he's like, Coach, what do I? That kid just went up and made a play. Mm-hmm. He's a D1 athlete. Mm-hmm. You're a first-year starter. Like, you were kind of put in a not bad, but you were put in an underdog situation there. A split second sooner, Ben punches that ball out, and he's proven that he can do that. That just those types of kids seem to make plays, you know.
Right.
And going back to Friday, we didn't make plays. We had balls bouncing off of our hands that usually don't.
Yes.
We put the ball on the ground. We usually don't, you know, knock on wood. So this week it's going to be the same thing. Those guys, if we don't do our job, we're going to make them look really, really good, because they are good.
Yeah.
You know, how good, I guess we'll find out. But if we don't do our part, we're going to make them look really good.
Right. And that was I'm glad you brought that up, to your point, because there was quite a few off the hands,
Yeah.
through the hands, that you typically don't see with your receivers. Those guys are pretty reliable.
Right. Yeah. And again, you know, explosive plays is a part of the football game. You look at their second quarter, and they were really explosive. That is exciting for the team that's being explosive, and it's a huge kick to the stomach to the team that's not. And that's one of our goals, is to, you know, not have any explosive scores and to score explosively. And you look, we were on the negative on that.
Yeah. And they just had that simple. I mean, it wasn't complicated for
No.
Williamsburg. It was a 2-3 step drop and throw it up over
Yep.
the top.
Yep. And again, if you got a Lambo,
Yeah.
hey, go drive that thing.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
I would go up to him too. You know, we do. We got guys that we trust downfield, and we're trying to get them the ball, and sometimes we do.
Yeah, and I don't know if he had a first quarter plan that didn't work and he adjusted. I would think that that's probably the case. But they realized that running the ball wasn't going to be so easy on the Hounds, and so they just went to plan B.
Yeah.
But you know, again, I think that this is all, you use the phrase "building in the dark," and we see that, you know, these kids didn't come off saying we failed. They came off thinking still got work to do.
Yeah. Again, mental shift.
Yeah.
We're always proud of our kids, and that was the first thing that we said to them Monday was, you know, and it's very personal. I love you all the time, and I'm proud of you, not just when you win football games. I'm proud of them for laying it on the line, because it'd be easy not to go out for football and not to invest and not to do everything that they do. They choose the hard path, and we're very proud of them for that. And they continue to build in the dark. Resilience is something that we're constantly working on. You know, we need to show it this week and prove that we can bounce back, that we respond, we don't react. And that's been the other message, is we can't react. Teams of the past have reacted really bad, put their head down, had a really bad week of practice, and then go into the next game, and reactions are not good, responses are good.
Yeah, and I think you're building a reputation around just the people that we talk with, and I know some football people around, and Fort Madison is not the mat anymore. I mean, when they see Fort Madison on their schedule, they're like, this is a football game. It's going to be a football game.
Good.
And I think people are respecting what you are creating here and what you are building. I got to ask you, Brody was carted off. What's the status with Brody, if you can talk about that?
Mentally so impressed with that kid. He's good spirited and he's positive. Physically, he had an MRI. They put him through a test. There was so much swelling in the knee that they didn't feel good about yes or no, or you know, making a diagnosis. So obviously they need to go in and see what's going on. So he's gotten that done. You know, you ask him, and actually that night I went over and I asked him if he wanted to take off his shoulder pads, and he goes, "No, I'm going back in." You know, I mean, just joking, obviously, but
Yeah.
After being in immense pain, I mean, that kid's a tough kid.
Yeah.
He was hurting. So
Yeah, he was hurting.
Just love him, absolutely love him, and broken. My heart is broken for him because of that building in the dark. People don't see what Brody Cashman has done over the changes he's made in his life over the last year and a half, and the commitment that he's made, and then boom, here we are. You know, thankfully if worse comes to worse and he's out the rest of the season, he's got another season. But heartbroken, because I know how much he's invested. I know how much it means to him, and you never want to see any kid, no matter what team, get hurt.
Right.
So.
Right. And great kid, showed, you know, kind of made a name for himself on the baseball field this year too, kind of out of nowhere. So just a really good kid, and you could see in his face that he was disheartened as well as in pain. I mean, he, you know, looking around like, you know, I got to get back in there, and couldn't do it. So, well, all the best for him. That's a big hit. That he's kind of one of your, I don't know, want to call them shock play guys. You know,
Yeah, no, he's big in what we do.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah. Mark's had another decent game. He's closing in on 1,000 yards passing, and is really starting to feel. I mean, that's a they're not number one in the state for no reason. That's a good line. That's a good linebacking group, and those guys tackle all 11 positions. So I thought he did really well running the ball. We had a few drops, but other than that, most of the time the ball was where it was supposed to be.
Yep.
Talk about his play a little bit.
The thing that I really like most right now about Marcus, football-wise, obviously love everything about him. He's a great kid, but he's starting to understand where he's at. He has a good footing of where he's at, where he needs to be, and so that's allowed him to start setting some real goals. You know, you talk to a kid about goals. What are your team goals, your personal goals at the beginning of the year? And a brand new quarterback who truly didn't have much experience because we didn't play him at the JV level last year. If Boyer goes down, he's our next guy in, type of thing. And so he didn't have a lot of live reps. And he didn't take a ton of reps at practice, just he was the two, He's getting some sure footing of where he's at, how he matches up, and what he needs to do. And so, again, just coming up to me in the weight room and telling me, hey, I'm going to do this. I need to do this. This is my goal. That excites me as a coach. That is fantastic. And we're excited to help him and get him moving in that direction. So, but he did. He played really well. He's getting better every week. He's understanding more and more. We're putting more and more on him. And nobody holds himself accountable more than Marcus does. He's so hard on himself, and I've said that several times. And it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
He's learning how to handle that. That's those life lessons that you learn in sport.
Yeah, and there are a ton of them there. Who else? I know last year I used to ask you this a lot, but we watched the game from the sidelines. What did you see last week that we didn't see?
I think it starts with our offensive line. We've got kids that we've literally moved. They started at receiver and running back, and we've moved them onto the line. And they're learning really raw up front. We're working through things. We had a really good Skelly session yesterday. Excited to see, hopefully, the improvement. We're starting to get a little bit of competition there. Don't have a ton of depth, but we've got guys that are a little bit upset with being changed out with somebody when they're not doing their job. So if we can respond to that and not react to it, I think that's a positive. Competition's a great thing. That's what we want inside of our program. And so there's a lot of that going on, and people don't see it. And I know it's easy to yell from the stands, block somebody. There's a lot going on up there, and we've got kids that are raw, like I said, and they're working through these things, and they're getting better. There was some positive, some promise watching film. Like, okay, were there times that we just plain out got beat? Absolutely. Multi-million-dollar athletes get beat sometimes by other people. So you gotta give them love. They're working their butts off, and Josh Weichert's got them going. And he's a guy that we don't really talk a ton about, but you take a look at Sago, and that kid's just having one heck of a year. And the thing that I'm most proud of him for is he's finally stepping up and being a vocal leader. He's had so much influence. I mean, ever since I've met him, he's just a kid that you gravitate towards. He has this power of influence. People gravitate towards him and they want to be around him, and he's learning how to use that as a positive and direct the teams in the direction that they need to go. I keep calling it the energy bus.
Yeah.
He's the driver right now.
Well, you see that even at volleyball games,
Yes.
or basketball games, he's there, front row, leading everything, bringing everybody along, and he's just got that bubbly personality that people gravitate to.
And we've got great leaders. Teague Smith, and he's a team first guy. Going from thinking about a pitch count week 1 to playing a full game to here he is still playing. And he's feeling more and more comfortable. And he's very realistic with himself, and again hard on himself. So he watched a lot of film, and Excited to see what adjustments he makes.
Yeah.
And really, he's still learning how to play the game of football a little bit different. I mean, those types of injuries, they affect you.
Yeah.
And him and I have talked about it. That's an injury that's going to affect him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He's
We
got to
saw-
learn how to adapt.
Yeah, we saw that on the mat with him too.
Mhm.
And he kept wrestling. He just had to wrestle a different way.
Exactly.
So, well, it's at the high school, right? At Assumption High School? Are they playing
They
at
they share with is it St. Ambrose?
St.
up
Ambrose?
there?
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the street is, but it's the same stadium as St. Ambrose.
Okay, so it'll be another turf game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Beautiful
Okay.
facility.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Coach. We appreciate your time as always, and go Bloodhounds, and let's go 4 quarters.
All right.
All right.
Roll Hounds.
Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. That's Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L in Fort Madison. Call ahead for carryout at 319-372-5001. Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
The Bloodhound Booster Club. The Bloodhound Booster Club provides assistance to all of our athletic programs through fundraisers and volunteer efforts throughout the year. The Booster Club runs the Bark and Bite Cafe during home football games and hosts the annual cake auction in the winter. Money raised from these efforts go directly to items needed for all athletic programs in the district. Please consider joining the Booster Club and supporting the Bloodhounds. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to the Bloodhound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
It's black, white, and red all over. It's the Penn City Current. Your hyper-local super fresh 24/7 source for news and information, the Penn City Current. The Penn City Current can be found conveniently on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Follow the Penn City Current on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Penn City Current to always stay informed, and always online at PennCityCurrent.com. Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotapings, and even school physicals. They are located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G.
Lee County Bank is proud to support Bloodhound sports. Bank when and where it's convenient for you. Our mobile banking app is a safe and secure way to check your balance, transfer funds, pay bills, and deposit checks, all from your mobile device. If you're shopping for a new home or need money for unexpected expenses, our loan department can help. Visit our website at leecountybank.com or give us a call at 319-372-2243 for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
FMHS alumni Carla McEntee proudly supports Bloodhound Sports. When buying or selling your next home, call Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate at 217-617-6975. Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. That's Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L in Fort Madison. Call ahead for carryout at 319-372-5001. Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
The Bloodhound Booster Club. The Bloodhound Booster Club provides assistance to all of our athletic programs through fundraisers and volunteer efforts throughout the year. The Booster Club runs the Bark and Bite Cafe during home football games and hosts the annual cake auction in the winter. Money raised from these efforts go directly to items needed for all athletic programs in the district. Please consider joining the Booster Club and supporting the Bloodhounds. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to the Bloodhound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
It's black, white, and red all over. It's the Penn City Current. Your hyper-local super fresh 24/7 source for news and information, the Penn City Current. The Penn City Current can be found conveniently on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Follow the Penn City Current on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Penn City Current to always stay informed, and always online at PennCityCurrent.com. Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotapings, and even school physicals. They are located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G.
Lee County Bank is proud to support Bloodhound sports. Bank when and where it's convenient for you. Our mobile banking app is a safe and secure way to check your balance, transfer funds, pay bills, and deposit checks, all from your mobile device. If you're shopping for a new home or need money for unexpected expenses, our loan department can help. Visit our website at leecountybank.com or give us a call at 319-372-2243 for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
FMHS alumni Carla McEntee proudly supports Bloodhound Sports. When buying or selling your next home, call Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate at 217-617-6975. Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. That's Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L in Fort Madison. Call ahead for carryout at 319-372-5001. Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
The Bloodhound Booster Club. The Bloodhound Booster Club provides assistance to all of our athletic programs through fundraisers and volunteer efforts throughout the year. The Booster Club runs the Bark and Bite Cafe during home football games and hosts the annual cake auction in the winter. Money raised from these efforts go directly to items needed for all athletic programs in the district. Please consider joining the Booster Club and supporting the Bloodhounds. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to the Bloodhound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
It's black, white, and red all over. It's the Penn City Current. Your hyper-local super fresh 24/7 source for news and information, the Penn City Current. The Penn City Current can be found conveniently on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Follow the Penn City Current on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Penn City Current to always stay informed, and always online at penncitycurrent.com. Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotapings, and even school physicals. They are located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G.
Lee County Bank is proud to support Bloodhound sports. Bank when and where it's convenient for you. Our mobile banking app is a safe and secure way to check your balance, transfer funds, pay bills, and deposit checks, all from your mobile device. If you're shopping for a new home or need money for unexpected expenses, our loan department can help. Visit our website at leecountybank.com or give us a call at 319-372-2243 for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
FMHS alumni Carla McEntee proudly supports Bloodhound Sports. When buying or selling your next home, call Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate at 217-617-6975.
Now we're officially back.
Ah, yeah, that darn mute
Multiple
button.
things to unmute there.
I pushed the buttons over here. You got the one over there.
Yep.
And they missed my witty commentary there and everything. Man, that was off the cuff. I can't repeat that.
Hand off to the right side, or was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
quarterback.
As we were saying, look to see what kind of adjustments the Bloodhounds made at halftime. Once again, thank you to Chuck Vandenberg and head coach Derek Doherty for that Penn City Current pregame show. We started at pregame and had to resume it there at halftime due to the game starting a little bit early. The Knights are ready. 2 receivers on the left. So that's Jackson in the backfield there. Timmons gets a snap. Pass left side is caught by number 14. There's a flag on the play. So
Kind of a slip screen behind there, but let's see what the flag is here.
play results in a first down, but see what the flag is.
Do we have a ineligible downfield maybe? What we got?
We've got a discussion, that's for sure.
Whitehat didn't see there was a flag. He was waiting back there to start ready for play then. And then he came in here for it. Okay, what we got?
Gonna wave it off.
Oh,
So first down will stand.
dang it.
So, ball is on the Assumption 44. There's the snap. Hand off to Jackson. Short gain of 2 or 3. Actually, even further than that.
Oh, yeah. 4.
I didn't see that far official.
That was a generous spot, but okay, we'll say.
Ball on the Assumption 48. There's the snap. Hand off to Jackson. Plows ahead for a couple yards.
They're saying Bloodhound players jump around like a fumble, but the official saying down.
So ball right at midfield.
So is that how it's going to go? We got the calls the first half. They're going to get the calls in the second half. Kind of a
Possibly.
way the ball bounces, huh?
There's the snap. Pass left side is complete. That goes all the way across the Fort Madison 38 or so. It's a first down.
That's out there whenever they want it. We just backpedal so fast and getting out of there. And yeah.
As both teams ready for the next play. There's a flag on the play. It's a false start on Assumption.
Here we go. I wasn't watching. Was Jackson in motion again?
I'm not sure. That's a good question, though. Real quick, we have the Fort Madison 2023 homecoming court. Leif Boding and Madison Hubner. Isaac Thatcher, Riley Steffensmeyer, Ben Ramatowski, Taylor Johnson, Oliver Santiago, and Al Rubel. Teague Smith and Ireland Sargent, and Hayden Segoviano and Lauren Helmick. Congratulations to the Fort Madison homecoming court. There's a handoff to Jackson once again.
Kind of tiptoed down that sideline there.
Yeah, he did.
They're going to spot it about the original line of scrimmage there.
You can see pictures of the homecoming court up on the Fort Madison Community School District Facebook page, and we've also shared it onto our Bloodhound Sports page.
Second and 10 here. Ball sits on the Bloodhound 37-yard line.
There's a play action, rolls out right side, throws right side, and it is incomplete. Almost a big play for Assumption there.
It's the opening drive of the third quarter here, Assumptions. Moving the ball down the field, but now we have a 3rd and 10. See if we A nice little stop on this one.
Yeah, that would be a big plus here. Try to find some updated scores real quick if possible.
Yeah, we're still ahead of everybody. They're probably at halftime now.
Keokuk 33, Washington 0 at halftime. Mount Vernon 62, Mount Pleasant 0, 1:52 second quarter. There's the snap.
Screen.
It's complete to number 2 rather.
God.
Still on his feet. Up to about the Bloodhound 15.
They were calling it here in the press box. They were saying, watch it. Let's rock a screen. There you go.
Yeah, I imagine Mount Pleasant's hoping for a really fast second half. All right, there's the handoff. On left side, touchdown Assumption.
That corner where I can't get to.
So Assumption extends the lead 30-0 on their homecoming night. And the kick is good. Send a 31-0 lead for Davenport Assumption. So let's see what the Bloodhounds can do on offense here. Have to turn things around. So again, next week, Bloodhounds return home to face Keokuk on Fort Madison homecoming and also battle for the Lee County seat. Currently in possession of Fort Madison. See if I can't find some other regional scores in Fort Madison. No, not in Fort Madison, in Iowa, rather. Let's see. Getting ready for the kickoff. I'm still looking for some more regional scores closer to Fort Madison. And I can't find any with current scores. So the touchdown came at 7:26 third quarter. Kickoff is away. Line drive kick. This one's going to be returned. Wiseman's up across the 40 now. Still on his feet. Brought down right about the Bloodhound 46. Correction, Bolander. So used to being Wiseman back there. Good run by Bolander. Ball's on the 47. 1st and 10 Bloodhounds. See what they can do. One of their better field starting points of the night. 2 receivers left, 2 on the right. Got Boding and Wiseman at the bottom of your screen. Bolander and Denning at the top of your screen. Hayden Segovian on the backfield. Quarterback keeper, Guzman, picks up a few yards there. That puts the ball right at midfield. Trips on the right side now, 1 on the left. Got Denning at the top of your screen. Boding at the bottom. They send Segovian out in motion. Pass it to him. He gets across the 50 at about the Assumption 47, 48. .48-yard line where the ball is. 3rd and 5. Trips on the left, Boating by himself on the right side. Segoviano in the backfield. There's the snap. Looking right side to Boating, throws to him, out of bounds as he was hit as he threw. So 6:04 third quarter. So the 4th down will bring out Nathan Bowen and the special teams punting unit here. There's the snap. Punt is away, flag on the play. Assumption takes it about the 3 or 4 yard line.
Nice tackle there by Bloodhounds.
Brought down about the 11. Let's check on that flag. False start on Assumption.
Nope.
Oh,
Passed.
sorry.
They will probably say re-kick that. Legal procedure. Bloodhounds.
So,
Re-kick it.
most of the special teams unit was already back on the sideline. Similar punt would be nice here. It was...
Nice guy to get it away. Nice job.
And it took a nice Bloodhound bounce.
Oh, that's one of those times
Beautiful.
where something taking a flag like that usually helps you, and that hurt him.
Yes.
That cost him a good 10
Pinned
yards.
inside the 5, right about the 4.
Yeah, good
3.5,
job.
4.
Good job by Nathan Bowen there of going down, getting that low snap
Yes.
there, and getting it off there on the run, rugby style kind of.
Had defenders in his back pocket there too as he was running away. So, see what the Bloodhound defense can do here. Not that you want your first points of the night to be a safety, but we would take 2 points right here.
I'd rather have an interception.
But yeah, pick 6, fumble recovery return. Quarterback keeper. And he picks up 8 yards.
Yeah.
7, 8 yards looks like. Klein in there with the tackle. 2nd and 2, gain 8. There's a handoff. Jackson.
Be a first down.
Teague Smith in there. Under 5 minutes here, third quarter. Assumption 1 receiver left, 1 on the right. Send a man in motion. There's the snap, handoff Jackson. And he picks up close to another first down. 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard run. Ball's on the Assumption 26. Second and 1. There's the snap. Looks left side, throws left side deep. He's got a receiver there. It's incomplete.
Couldn't ask for much better than that. Right there in the hands. Nice height to it. Let the receiver run under it there.
Yeah. So 3rd and 1. I would imagine a Jackson handoff here.
Quarterback keep.
That too. Let's see. They send Jackson out wide.
Come in
21,
motion.
the bottom of your screen there. Quarterback keeper, like Tim said. It's going to be a first down.
Fewer hands off, less chance to fumble.
That is true. .3:30 left to go, 3rd quarter. 15 on the play clock. Assumption obviously in no hurry here. Not that they need to be at all. Jackson out wide again. There's a handoff. Somebody not named Jackson. That was number 2, Lane Gerard rather. No L in there for. I started saying it and I was like, wait a minute. Below 3 minutes here. Trips on the right side for one of the first times, not the first time tonight here for Assumption. And
Nice
he brought
job.
down Ike Thatcher
Thatcher.
as well as Jamarcus Klein. Sorry, Tristan Marshall. Number 57 in there.
They read that beautifully.
Tackle for a loss. 3rd and 9 coming up here. Beautiful play with the Bloodhound defense there. One receiver left, one on the right. There's the snap.
Quarterback
Play
keeps it.
action. That's a first down up right around midfield for Assumption.
Every time they roll that out there, it's open.
Yeah. See a clock stop there for play out of bounds. Assumption breaks huddle, comes out here. 1 right, 1 left for receivers again. There's the snap. Handoff. That was Jackson. I'm going to say no gain on the play.
Marshall again on tackle.
See, this 3rd quarter is going pretty quick. Down to 1:27. Tim just gave me the signal. Hopefully I didn't jinx that, and it doesn't take an hour to complete this quarter now.
Well, I was saying, the end of the half there, they scored 2 times in that time
Yeah.
frame.
There's a catch for a first down. I'm sorry, not a first down, but a
Well, it was now.
Yeah.
After the run.
Yeah, I think I meant to say pass for completion, and I said catch for a first down, which is not the same at all, but
After the run, they did get the first down.
let the clock catch up here. 56 seconds now. Ten on the play clock. There's the snap. Pass play, right side is complete. And he's still on his feet. And they're going to say steps out of bounds. McIntosh, they say, with the reception. That breeze is starting to get a little chilly up here.
Yeah. I remember started bringing my sweatshirt along.
There's the handoff. Jackson once again. And that is going to be a
Flag. There is a flag on play.
I think I heard Coach Banks down there calling for a block on the back.
And that is called.
There we go, 29 seconds, third quarter.
Let's see here.
So, there's formation break, or huddle break rather. 17 on the play clock. So first and 20. So handoff to, no, quarterback keeper, Timmons.
They are good on that.
Yes, they are. They're going to stop the clock at 17 finally. Yeah, now they're resuming again. Likely the final play of the quarter. It will be.
You gonna jinx us again, aren't you?
When I saw they were still in the huddle with single digits,
You
figured
stand
it was-
right next to the coach there, so I was waiting
Oh,
for
yeah. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here on Bloodhound Sports.
Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. That's Sub Arena Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L in Fort Madison. Call ahead for carryout at 319-372-5001. Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
The Bloodhound Booster Club. The Bloodhound Booster Club provides assistance to all of our athletic programs through fundraisers and volunteer efforts throughout the year. The Booster Club runs the Bark and Bite Cafe during home football games and hosts the annual cake auction in the winter. Money raised from these efforts go directly to items needed for all athletic programs in the district. Please consider joining the Booster Club and supporting the Bloodhounds. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to the Bloodhound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Okay, we are back as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, there's the snap. Play action rollout, right side, throws, end zone, got a man wide open. Touchdown Assumption. Assumption extends their lead 37-0 here, pending the point after. The next kickoff, accelerated clock will begin. The point after attempt is good. So it's 38-0. Assumption leads on their homecoming night. Hopefully next week we can do something similar of what Assumption's doing to us to Keokuk. Trying to get a couple more scores here. Keokuk 33, same score from earlier, 33-0. Mount Pleasant scored. It's now 69-7, 3:42 third quarter. Williamsburg is up over South Tama, 54-6.
Tama.
Fort Madison's ready for the kickoff. Fairfield is at Benton tonight for Benton's homecoming. No score in that game. Just about ready for this kickoff. Centerville is home against Sheridan tonight. No score for that game. And there's the booming kickoff. Taken. Ooh, okay.
Touchback.
Take it.
Take it.
So clock ticked for a couple seconds, but then it will resume on this snap. So, Bloodhounds give their play. Quick pass right side is complete to Bolander. And it's going to be a loss of yards there. If you did not hear in the pregame show, unfortunately, Brody Cashman is out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL and other injuries. Unfortunately, hoping for the best for him and a quick and easy recovery. There is the snap. Quarterback keeper. Guzman still on his feet. Got a first down and then some. Nice run by Marcus Guzman. Trips on the left, one on the right. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper again. Two receivers right, two receivers left. Segoviano in the backfield for now. Second and... What's his 9? That looks like 8 to me.
Yeah, go 8.
For Madison, no hurry here. 13 on the play clock. Guzman takes the snap, looks to pass, looks down the middle. Almost intercepted. The clock will continue to run here. So 3rd and 8. They now updated to say 3rd and 8 instead of 9. 3 receivers right, 1 on the left. There's the snap. Rolls out right side. Throws right side. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of... I think that was Wiseman. Clock's down to 8:42. Accelerator clock is on. Down to 3 on the play clock. Clock will stop for that. Timeout Fort Madison. That is our first one. Well, not exactly how we had hoped this game would go, but hopefully be a learning experience for this team and can build on it for the rest of the season. So 3 of our final 4 games are against opponents with a, well, Keokuk is now at 500, but otherwise 500 or below. Mount Vernon at 3-1 entering this week. Bloodhounds get ready. There's a high snap brought down and punted away. Fumbled, picked up.
And knocked backwards. Nice job on the coverage there for the Bloodhounds. Back up. Looks like we have a change in the starters out there for Assumption now.
I would assume that the new quarterback is going to be number 6. I saw him running out there, Brylan Thompson. Keaton O'Neill could be in at running back. He's got 5 carries for 61 yards, but I don't know for sure. There's the snap. It's handed off. That is number 5.
He was fast, but then one of the Bloodhounds come lightning up there and make the tackle.
Was that number 5? Number 5, Jonathan Dang. Doesn't have stats this season yet. At least not running, but. Oh, clock stopped. My bad.
It's up for the player here. Looking.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back here on Bloodhound Sports.
It's black, white, and red all over. It's the Penn City Current. Your hyper-local super fresh 24/7 source for news and information, the Penn City Current. The Penn City Current can be found conveniently on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Follow the Penn City Current on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Penn City Current to always stay informed and always online at penncitycurrent.com. Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotapings, and even school physicals. They are located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G.
All right, we are back following the timeout.
Player got up and walked off the field. Okay,
Yes,
no problem.
thankfully.
So
Now we have a stoppage.
now what do we have?
Timeout, Assumption.
Okie dokie.
Game at 6:53. Let's see here. Updated scores by chance. Should
Not
just go
likely.
back. All right. There's the snap. Pass play, left side complete. That's another first down. for Assumption. Once again, back home next week. Keokuk comes to town, homecoming for Fort Madison in battle of the Lee County seat, or battle for the Lee County seat, currently in possession of Fort Madison. Quarterback keeper. Tackled down by Teague Smith was in there. Tristan Marshall as well. Under 6 minutes. There's the snap. Pass right side is complete. Brought down by number 14, Tiawante Smith. It's 1st and 10. The Bloodhound 38. Under 5 minutes here, 4th quarter. There's the snap. Pass play. Pass right side is incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Bloodhound 38-yard line. There's the snap. Handoff. Brought down. Ike Thatcher.
Faked me on that one. Loss of about 4 on that.
Take it. Under 4 minutes. Third and 13, Bloodhound 42.
Pass down below here.
Snap, hand off.
Oh.
Brought down Hayden Segoviano on the tackle. Nice hard hit.
Right down with some authority on that one.
Yeah.
That'll bring up a 4th and
4th and 6, 7.
yeah.
Long 6, short 7.
Yeah.
4th and 6 on the scoreboard. And they look to go for it. There's the snap. Handoff and brought down quickly. Ike Thatcher, Hayden Segoviano. They have stopped the clock on the scoreboard.
On one of our better field positions here now. All right, let's see if we can get something going. Let's get some positive momentum going for next week.
Starter still out there. Send Segoviano out. There's a screen pass to him. It's completed. Segoviano's up. Got a first down and then some. Pushed out of bounds at around the 36.
There we go.
Faced up to a little bit prior 38-yard line. Nice run there by Hayden, or nice catch and run there by Hayden. Fort Madison still had a pretty decent travel party over there on that visiting sideline. Kind of really dark over there, though. There's quarterback keeper, Marcus Guzman. He's got himself a first down and a few more yards.
There we go.
Say some nice plays, but sadly with under 2 minutes to go. But as you said, something to work on or build off of for next week. Send Segoviano out. Pass left side, looking end zone. Touchdown, Bloodhounds.
Hope I got that.
Boating with the touchdown reception there. Came at 105. Bowden caught the touchdown. Now he's going to get the opportunity to get the point after. Snap is back. Ball is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. And, of course, we get an internet issue on the first touchdown. It's going to be good to be home for a couple weeks.
Yes.
Especially because these really far games, I don't like getting here super late, but it's not by choice. I'm not able to get out of town until almost 5 o'clock for these really far away games. And
It's a
so
push to get here.
Yeah. But we make it work for the most part. So, for the final minute 5, once again, homecoming court was announced today. Check out the Fort Madison Community School District Facebook page, or we shared it on our page as well. See some pictures and who the homecoming court is for Fort Madison High School. And there's the kickoff. Going to be a touchback. And we'll have final huddle on the sideline. So real quick, thank you to our sponsors making this broadcast and all of our broadcasts possible this year. They are the Bloodhound Booster Club, Penn City Current, Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Lee County Bank, Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate, and Sub Arena Sandwich Shop. Thank you to all of our sponsors. So here we go. His assumption looks to be, looks like they're going to kneel it here. That they will. We'll do that one more time. With 49 seconds. And there is one final kneel down. And that will do it. As Assumption will move to 4-1. Fort Madison will go to 3-2. Thank you so much, everybody who tuned in tonight. We do appreciate you, whether you're in Fort Madison or maybe elsewhere tonight. We'll be back again home for a really good homecoming game against the Keokuk Chiefs. Hope you can come out and make it to that. If not, we, of course, will be streaming it right here on Bloodhound Sports. We will hopefully be live much earlier than we were tonight. Once again, thank you to the sponsors, Bloodhound Booster Club, Penn City Current, Wondra Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Lee County Bank, Carla McEntee with Fraise Auction and Real Estate, and Subarena Sandwich Shop. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much again for watching. For Tim Wondra, I'm Nick St. Clair saying good night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next week. Final 38-7. Assumption wins their homecoming against Fort Madison. Final from Davenport. Good night, everybody.